Okay, here we're looking at adding and subtracting radicals. So the big rule there is that we must have the same surd in order to combine radicals. So for example, both of these expressions have the square root of 2 attached to it. A surd is just a simplified radical. Okay, so we've got 6 square roots of 2 plus 4 square roots of 2, so that's a total of 10 square roots of 2. So it works like a variable, just like 6x plus 4x is 10x. Okay, same with subtraction, and if there's not a coefficient in front of your radical, like this case, we know this is 1 square root of 2, right? So we have 6 square roots of 2 minus 1 square root of 2. Well, that's going to be a total of 5 square roots of 2. Okay, if we do not have the same radical, we just simply reduce what is under the radicand. So, and again, you can do that by looking for perfect squares. So we know that 27 is the perfect square 9 times 3, and we know the square root of 9 is 3. So we'll still have this 3 in front, but the square root of 9 is then 3, and we've still got this 3 left inside the radical. Okay, or you can do it the other way. So we've got our 5 out front here, and you can do a factor tree. So you could do a factor tree of 48. You don't even have to write out the whole tree, but you could just write out the factors. So that's 4 times 12. We know this is 3 times 4, 2 and 2. And then you go until you can't factor anymore. And so we can see we've got a pair of 2's here. So we've got running out of space. So we've got 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 2. Okay, so we take out our pair of 2's, so that 5 is still in front. And we've got this pair of 2's just becomes 1 2 in front of the radical. And this pair of 2's becomes another 2 in front of the radical. And we multiply by the square root of 3, because that doesn't have a pair. Okay, so now look, they've got the same, it's the same surd, right? So we've got 9 square roots of 3 plus 10 times 2, so that's 20 square roots of 3. So altogether, that's 29 square roots of 3. And you can see that here as well. And that should be, this should be the square root of 3. Okay. Okay. And same with subtraction. If you don't have the same surd, then you just reduce whatever is under your radical. And if they don't ever end up being the same, like if you have 2 square roots of 5 plus 3 square roots of 3, well, we simply can't combine them. There's nothing that we can do to simplify that. So that would just stay as it is. So if these are not the same, then we just leave it as it is.